The American political landscape has become a source of increasing fatigue and disillusionment for many citizens. The relentless news cycle, often dominated by negativity and conflict, has led to a sense of exhaustion and apathy towards political matters. This political fatigue has significant implications for civic engagement and the health of American democracy. The 2024 election cycle, in particular, highlighted the growing divide and heightened emotions surrounding political discourse. Many Americans reported feeling overwhelmed by the constant barrage of political news and the increasingly polarized nature of political debates. This sense of exhaustion has translated into a decline in political participation, with many citizens choosing to tune out altogether. The consequences of this political fatigue are far-reaching. When citizens disengage from the political process, it can lead to lower voter turnout, decreased civic participation, and a weakening of democratic institutions. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, including promoting responsible media consumption, fostering civil discourse, and rebuilding trust in government. It's essential to recognize that political fatigue is not a sign of apathy, but rather a symptom of a system that often feels overwhelming and unproductive. By understanding the factors contributing to this phenomenon, we can begin to explore ways to re-engage citizens and create a more constructive and inclusive political landscape. The 2024 election cycle brought several key issues to the forefront. Economic concerns, immigration policies, violent crime, and abortion rights dominated political discourse. The economy consistently ranks as a top concern for voters. Voters expressed anxieties about inflation and job security. These concerns transcended party lines. Immigration remained a divisive issue. The debate often became entangled with national identity and economic competition. Violent crime, particularly gun violence, fueled calls for stricter gun control measures. The debate often intertwined with discussions about race, poverty, and mental health. The overturning of Roe v. Wade ensured abortion rights remained central. The debate over reproductive rights intensified. These issues highlighted deep divisions within American society. Understanding these issues is crucial for fostering productive dialogue. While the key issues of the 2024 election provided a framework for understanding the political landscape, delving into voter priorities and confidence in candidates offers deeper insights into the motivations and anxieties of the electorate. Data from 2023, a year before the election, revealed that voters were grappling with a multitude of concerns, with most considering at least 5 issues to be very important in shaping their voting decisions. This suggests a complex electorate with nuanced perspectives moving beyond single-issue voting. Interestingly, the relative importance of certain issues shifted compared to previous elections. For instance, immigration emerged as a more prominent concern for some segments of the electorate, while others prioritized issues like healthcare and climate change. These shifting priorities reflect evolving concerns and the dynamic nature of political discourse. Examining voter confidence in candidates on specific issues reveals further nuances. For example, some candidates enjoyed higher levels of trust on issues like the economy or foreign policy, while others were perceived as more capable of handling issues like healthcare or social justice. Understanding these nuances in voter priorities and confidence is crucial for candidates seeking to connect with voters and for analysts trying to make sense of the electoral outcomes. It highlights the need for campaigns to go beyond simplistic messaging and engage with the complexities of voters' concerns. The pervasiveness of political fatigue in recent years can be partly attributed to the way political information is processed by the human brain. Neuroscience provides insights into how fear, a powerful emotion often exploited in political discourse, can lead to exhaustion, polarization, and disengagement. When individuals are exposed to fear-inducing content, such as news stories highlighting threats or dangers, the amygdala, the brain's fear center, is activated. This activation triggers a cascade of physiological and psychological responses, including the release of stress hormones, heightened anxiety, and a narrowing of focus. While fear can be a motivating factor in certain situations, prolonged exposure to fear-based stimuli can have detrimental effects. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought, planning, and decision-making, becomes suppressed when the amygdala is highly active. This suppression of the prefrontal cortex impairs our ability to think critically, process information objectively, and engage in nuanced decision-making. In the context of politics, this can lead to impulsive judgments. increased susceptibility to misinformation, and a reinforcement of existing biases. Furthermore, fear-based messaging often exploits our innate tendency towards in-group bias, making us more likely to trust information from sources we perceive as aligned with our existing beliefs, and more likely to dismiss information that challenges our worldview. Section 5. Media's role in shaping perceptions and fueling division. The media plays a significant role in shaping public perception of politics, and influencing the levels of political fatigue experienced by citizens. While the media's role is to inform the public, the 24/7 news cycle, coupled with the competitive nature of the media landscape, has contributed to a proliferation of sensationalized content, often driven by a focus on attracting viewers rather than providing balanced and nuanced reporting. The rise of social media has further exacerbated these challenges. Algorithms designed to personalize content often create echo chambers, where individuals are primarily exposed to information that confirms their existing biases. This can lead to increased polarization, as individuals are less likely to encounter opposing viewpoints and engage in constructive dialogue. Moreover, the constant bombardment of information, much of it negative or fear-inducing, can lead to information overload and emotional exhaustion. This can result in individuals disengaging from the news altogether, further fueling political apathy and hindering informed civic participation. It is crucial to recognize that media literacy is essential in navigating this complex landscape. Developing critical thinking skills, seeking out diverse and reliable sources of information, and being mindful of one's own biases are essential steps in becoming informed and engaged citizens. Section 6. Navigating the information overload, strategies for balanced news consumption. In today's digital age, it's easy to feel bombarded by political news and opinions. However, staying informed is crucial for active citizenship. The key lies in balanced and mindful news consumption. Diversify your news sources. Seek information from reputable sources across the political spectrum. This helps you understand complex issues and challenge biases. Be mindful of your sources. Look for outlets with journalistic integrity and balanced reporting. Be wary of highly partisan or sensationalized sources. Take breaks from the news cycle. Constant exposure to negative news can affect your mental well-being. Step away from the news to recharge and engage in joyful activities. Verify information before accepting it as truth. Use fact-checking websites, consult multiple sources, and be critical of information that confirms your biases too neatly. Section 7. Fostering respectful dialogue, bridging the political divide. The current state of American politics is often characterized by division and animosity. Bridging this divide is essential for a healthy democracy. Approach conversations with empathy and a willingness to understand different perspectives. Recognize that political beliefs are deeply held and shaped by personal experiences. Avoid personal attacks and inflammatory language. Focus on the issues and maintain a respectful tone. The goal is to understand, not necessarily to agree. Make an effort to truly hear and understand others. Ask clarifying questions and avoid interrupting. Seek opportunities for dialogue with different political views. Join local discussion groups or have open conversations with friends and family. Building bridges takes time and effort. It requires patience and a willingness to engage in uncomfortable conversations. The rewards of fostering respectful dialogue far outweigh the challenges. Section 8. A call to action, re-engaging with politics for a healthier democracy. The challenges facing American politics may seem daunting, but it's crucial to remember that the future of democracy relies on the active participation of its citizens. Re-engaging with politics in a healthy and constructive manner is not only a right but also a responsibility. Start by recognizing that tuning out completely is not the solution, while taking breaks from the constant barrage of political news is essential for mental well-being. Disengaging entirely allows the cycle of negativity and polarization to continue unchecked. Instead, channel your frustration or disillusionment into constructive action. Educate yourself about the issues, engage in respectful dialogue with others, and support candidates and organizations that align with your values. Contact your elected officials to express your concerns and hold them accountable. Attend town hall meetings, participate in peaceful protests, and exercise your right to vote in every election. Remember that change happens gradually, and every voice matters. By re-engaging with politics in a thoughtful and constructive manner, we can contribute to a healthier democracy that reflects the values of inclusivity, respect, and informed participation. The future of American politics rests not on the shoulders of politicians alone, but on the collective efforts of an engaged and informed citizenry.